All right, so the instrument tie. Here we'll be using the needle drivers, which will be our instrument to help tie the knot instead of just using our hands. And I'm holding them in my right hand because I am right-handed. So starting off, let's say for example that I threw one stitch through the tunnel here and that the needle is on the left side of the suture right over here. So starting off, we want to keep and make sure that we have a little bit more suture on the left side here and a little bit less on the right side, which will be known as our tail. So we'll first start by putting the needle drivers right over the tunnel and wrapping them twice with the suture. We will then grab the tail portion on the right side, just like that, towards the end, and then pull that through the loop itself. Okay, and next what we'll be doing is that we'll be twisting our hands to make sure that we don't get this figure 8. So I'll be twisting it so that the needle drivers go below the suture in my left hand. And then just pulling that down flat, and as you can see, it turns into a nice loop. Okay, so now the tail portion is actually on the left side after pulling down, and I'm holding the needle on the right side. So continuing on, once again, we'll put the needle drivers right over the tunnel, but for this second part, we'll just be putting the suture over once on the needle drivers. Once again, we're going to grab the tail and then pull it through that little loop that we made and switch our hands once again so that it is in a similar position to how we started and pull that down nice and flat. All right, so from now on, we just continue as we've been doing and doing the same exact throws, flipping our hands each way each time. And the only difference now is that for this first throw, while I still put my needle drivers right over the tunnel, I'm just going to wrap them once around to the suture, go hunting for the tail, pull it through, and then once again flip our hands to make sure that it goes nice and flat. Now the tail is on the left side. Once again, needle driver over the tunnel, one loop around with a suture, grab it through the loop that we've created, and throw that down nice and flat.